3, 2, 1. Happy new episode of What's Happening, Edith. We are back with a new year and a new episode of What Remains of Edith Finch. We are going to go straight into it. We'll talk more about 2020 plus one in a few minutes, but let's just get going. I really don't want to redo. I hate this. Man, this game is so
Of all these
messed up.
stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
I agree fully. Alright, so there's stuff there. Let me keep looking around. There doesn't look to be much else to find. So I'm gonna go back to where there is an obvious clue to get out.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it. After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh my goodness, babies? Oh no, oh no. Oh no.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Duck is following him. That is not me.
Time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Oh.
Hello?
I'm
Sam,
a frog
I told
now?
you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw,
Okay,
what his world was like.
this is pretty cool.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw.
This is boring. Oh no.
sure made him happy.
Here you go. Okay, so I have to move this a little closer to that soap.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory. About everything.
The controls are inverted, so that's very hard for me.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too.
So sad.
Good luck, Kay.
It's
Love,
so
Sam.
sad. Oh my goodness. He was one.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
Dawn didn't have anything, so I wonder if Dawn either grew up or what.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Sabotage. Sabotage.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Ooh, these are some white kids for sure.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
I'm just gliding around with kitchen furniture.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
I would not name my kids after anyone in this family. It's like bad enough that this family is surely cursed, but like, okay, dang, can I get out? Big ol' pole, for what? Can I hit that? Okay. Yeah, this family is short. House rules? Oh, someone was in the military dealing with these kids. I would never name my kids after anybody here.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
That's who Donna is.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
This lady is pregnant and you're making her climb a rock wall. Yeah, there's Donna.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
This lady is too pregnant to be doing those things, but I'm gonna make her climb that wall again because I feel like I missed something, so sorry.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Very colonizers. I'm just
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
So I guess if you even marry into this family, you are doomed.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
How are y'all just building on top of this house like this? How do you do that?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
So cool. It reminds me of Chalk Zone, that show with the kid who like had the chalk and he could draw whatever he wanted to, and he drew his friends. I really like that show. That's what it reminded me of. That's her brother.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
He just disappeared? Oh, okay. Is there anything else? That's really good.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
That's what the posters were. Got it. That's what the posters were.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Did not last long, sis. I'm so sorry.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Just to look down and see how pregnant she is when she's doing all of this makes me so upset. Like, why? Nowhere else for me to go but back. Up the stairs. Up the stairs? No?
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room, until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
So Lewis is her other brother, the oldest brother. This doesn't look safe. This doesn't look safe. Okay, I'm trying to open the door. Calm down. Sorry that the controls are inverted. My bad. Can you believe this?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
I don't know what smell she's talking about, though, so. It's Asian. Go back.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
So in case you guys don't understand, I'm playing while I'm
Then something
walking
moved.
this maze.
Bats
This is so crazy.
and toads.
I'm clearly distracted by both things that are happening.
And things that have not names.
Thank you.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
Oh my goodness.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Y'all, I am so...
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
I'm shocked.
New Louisville. St. Louis.
That's original.
He started drifting away from our reality.
His imagination is getting bigger and bigger.
Minneapolis.
Oh my goodness.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Wow. And you can see her.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
Beautiful prince.
beautiful prince.
Yes, gay options. It's very binary, but that's okay. It's not, but
The prince was on his own quest for
radiant rainbows. We want all the pretty
Radiant
rainbows. There we go. Jeez.
He followed the sound of his
Electric guitar. Heck yeah, sitar. Sorry. Ooh, sitar, not guitar.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
I can't even. Oh my goodness.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh my goodness.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
I am like
For
so
someone
shocked.
who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Where am I? What am I doing? What is happening? Oh my goodness. What in the world? That's definitely his locker.
He began to forget the world we know.
Oh no.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Is this him? Or is this me?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Oh jeez.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
It's a very troubled dance, don't judge me.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. thing left to do. Bend down his head.
This is a guillotine. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I don't feel good.
Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
I absolutely hated that.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Absolutely hated that.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Where is the tact, ma'am? What the heck?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Well,
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
yes. I love packing peanuts. Okay, let's see. It's over here. Nothing.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Dang, she like left.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another.
What is she even talking
All
about?
that's left now was to tell you about that last night.
Oh gosh. Well, I guess this is the finale of what's happening with Edith, because I think all that's left is Edith and her mom.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
These controls are so weird. Sometimes they're inverted and sometimes they're not, and it's very confusing, and I wish it would get its life together.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories.
No.
I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, There's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is
a story within a story. Are we having storyception now? Okay, cool. Cool.
That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, right there.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
I'm gonna just keep going straight.
I got turned around. For a while, I wandered.
I don't care for this.
I started seeing things.
Okay.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
We're gonna drive the car too?
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh my goodness.
After that, we moved around a lot.
Trying to run away from the curse that is your life.
We both tried to make the best of it.
That's cool. I get to play as her hand. That's so cool.
By. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Is this lady about to go into labor right
this journal
now?
was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
I really don't know how to feel right now. That's cute, baby. I don't know how to feel right now. I don't know how to feel right now. This was so weird and so good. It was okay. So let's debrief, shall we? So the whole family is obviously cursed. That just has to be what it is, because how does everyone in the family, including the daughter, die? Just die. And it's all happenstance. It's never really the mom got sick, but everyone died in this family very quickly, in a very quick lifespan. I think the mom was possibly the oldest in Edith's lifetime, but other than that, everyone died. And it's really sad. This story was very sad. Oh man. You guys, obviously we're going to end the game here because it's done. We finished. Wow. It's my first finished game on my YouTube channel. So that's cool. But I guess we're just gonna go back to Detroit after this, because it'll definitely be better. It'll make me feel better. I know that for sure. I'll feel better playing Detroit than I will this one. Because there is a lot of things going on. If you want to talk about it, please comment in the comments. Comment in the comments and let me know what you think, because I want to talk about it. I need to debrief so extensively that talking will just not even get all my points across, because I'm just shocked. I'm really shocked by this game. So y'all, this was, I'm gonna say this name right, What Remains of Edith Finch. If you liked this, if you have any other games like this, I sort of want to play the what is it, the guy with the dragon serum. It's about a guy dealing with cancer, and it's supposed to be a really good game, and it's gonna make you cry, but I want to play it because it's supposed to be a really good game. I don't know. Don't pay attention to me. Anyways, you guys, thank you for coming to my first video of 2021 and the last video of What Remains of Edith Finch. What a good place to end and start, So yeah, I hope you guys had a good New Year's. Hope you guys had a safe one, because COVID is real. Yes, it's real. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun, and I hope that 2021 brings you whatever you want it to bring, good. I hope it's mostly good. I do hope it's mostly good. But if not, I hope that it's a year that you survive, because 2020 was definitely hard for a lot of us. So thanks you guys for coming back. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications whenever I post my next video. And don't forget to follow my Insta and all of that great stuff dealing with social media. And I hope to see you in my next video of Detroit. We're going back to Detroit. Isn't that fun? I think that's fun. It might be fun, maybe not. Who knows? You do. I do. Because when we watch it, we'll see, right? Yeah, anyways. Thanks, you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.